Hey, Jack here from Spalted Woodsman Green Woodworking, and today I'd like to talk about one of the tools I use, and that is my axe. So in the comments on the channel, it was noted that you don't need an expensive carving axe to carve. This here is the axe that I use the most. This is a Fiskars 14-inch hatchet. It has a composite glass-filled handle, which you can see is actually hollow on this end. The head is then wrapped with that composite that goes around. The head shape is very wedge-like. Here's the cutting edge. The cutting edge is about 2 3/4 of an inch. Get that in focus. About 2 3/4 of an inch, and not that it really matters, but it's about 5 inches in this direction here. So the pros and cons of this. First of all, the pro is the price. I purchased this at a store here. Would be the equivalent of a Harbor Freight for about $40 Canadian. It does go on sale a little bit cheaper, but not very often. And the second pro of this is it's quite a lightweight axe. This was recommended by bushcrafters for outdoor use. That's why I originally purchased this axe about 5 years ago, and it served me quite well outside for that purpose. And then once I got into a little bit more of the carving, I adapted this for that use. So the other pros is it's got the cutting edge. It seems to hold an edge quite well. I'm not too sure what kind of steel this is. I couldn't tell you. But it does hold quite well. It's easy to sharpen, and it holds that edge quite well. I use it's got a slight curve to the blade, and it's the things that I like to do with that is use this lower half here and this upper for getting into tight areas, and it works quite well for that. The handle design, it has this grippy area back here and a flare at the end that gives you good purchase on the tool, and it also allows you, because the design of the head allows you to be able to choke up on it quite easily because of this recessed area here. And I often use this even with my thumb on the backside for doing intricate work. So the only con that I can come up with this axe is that the handle, the glass composite, is a little bit slippery, a little smooth. It's got a bit of a pebble on it here, a little bit, but it's a little bit smooth. And it does slip in the hand every once in a while, but not enough to where it becomes a danger. It's just you've got to grip it quite firmly in order to keep it in control. And after a while, that firm grip that you require takes its toll on your hand, and you can't maintain that grip for a very long time, for long use. So that's the only drawback I can see to this design, this axe. The other thing that I really like about this is that you can use it for batoning, and I've batoned many pieces with this using a wooden mallet or a 2x4, whatever I got on hand, and it has held up quite well. Now it recommends that you don't hit these, but I don't see any damage at all. There's no damage that I can see that has occurred to this. So I'm just gonna grab here. Can be fairly easily used. For batoning. Works quite well. It also works quite well for chopping. Works really well for chopping. Once again, it's that head design. It's an easy axe to control. I'd highly recommend this for anybody starting out with a budget. And it is a durable axe. It's a fine piece of equipment. There's how, basically this is how I'm holding this most of the time. A lot of times I'll even choke up on it for some very fine work, but most of the time this is my grip. Seems to work. So anybody out there looking to buy a good beginner carving axe, I highly recommend the Fiskars 14-inch. I know it has another name, I can't think of it right at the time, but this is my baby. So thanks for joining me. This is just a short video to kind of show you some of the equipment that I use. I'm starting with my axe since it is the basic first thing that you're going to need. Then you're going to need a knife. So after that, perhaps I'll do another short on what I use for my carving knives. So this is Jack from Spalted Woodsman Green Woodworking. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll be seeing you soon.